What's up, ladies and gents? This is Casey Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Well, I finally did the raid, so you're going to see some raid videos this week for sure. First up is the Golgoroth fight, a nice and easy way to do it, because this is a place where a lot of people were getting stuck on day one. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Let's see if we can help out the most players we possibly can in the Destiny community so they can get some loot too. Now, this is my first time with the raid, and I wanted to show that we ended up getting it on my very first try, but unfortunately we had a lot of delays in people getting phone calls and real life situations popping up in the game, so I had to cut it out a little bit because the video would have been way too long. Anyway, first things first, you need to shoot down that blue sack that's hanging up there, and that will spawn out Golgoroth, the ogre with the big old crab spider on his back. And for some reason in the beginning, I didn't think he was going to be that interested in me. I was wrong, and he almost killed me right off the bat. And that's one thing you don't want to have happen. You don't want to die on the Golgoroth fight because you only get so many deaths before he enrages and essentially wipes your team. I believe it is 6 wipes. So it's a good thing I didn't die because I would have used up one of those wipes, and that's always a bad thing. But right here, the first thing that you want to do is clear out all the ads that end up coming into the room. Don't worry about him at all, just kind of stay safe behind some cover and kill any of the acolytes or thralls or anything that comes running at you. Once you do that, you're going to be able to move on to the next stage of the fight, but unfortunately we lost Incutio, so we're going to wait around just a little bit. We're not going to start the fight just yet because we're going to revive him. What you'll need is a team of 2 people up top, and what they'll do is shoot Golgoroth in the back. When they shoot him in the back, they're going to capture his gaze, and when he has his gaze captured, that means he's not going to shoot at anybody else but the person that captured his gaze. Now that only lasts for a few seconds, so you need a second person up top also to recapture the gaze whenever the first person runs out. The other 4 people are going to go into the pit, and they're going to be the ones dealing out all the damage to Golgoroth. You have to first shoot down these bubbles up top and stand in it, and that's going to give you a massive damage boost. You can see whenever I shoot him in the belly with my sniper rifle, I'm doing 65,000 points of damage. It's insane. What we actually have is 3 people doing damage to Golgoroth's belly, and 1 person standing out making sure to shoot thralls, curse thralls, because those can come in and wreck your day, just like that. So make sure you've got somebody on point that's taking care of the thralls, and then all you have to worry about is shooting Golgoroth in the belly. Now, I really like the sniper rifle. I'm using the 1,000-yard stare, and you can see how much damage that's dealing out. I believe my version is 305, so if you have a little bit more or a little bit less attack on your weapon, it will deal commensurate damage. So I really do like the idea of having 3 primary damage dealers down here on Golgoroth, and 1 person kind of taking care of the ads, especially the cursed thralls in the beginning. It really helps to let me solely focus on dealing damage to that belly. That, I almost said Fogoth, but it's Golgoroth. Golgoroth and Fogoth are just distant cousins. Fogoth, he got that crab removed from his back because he was a little self-conscious about it. Anyway, it allows me to focus on dealing damage, and what we're doing is just zigzagging back and forth between all of those blue sacks that are hanging up above. We started on the front left, moved to the front left, or middle right, and we're just moving around like that, continuing on our path of destruction. I've noticed that basically I get through 1 magazine of my sniper, then I reload, and I shoot off a couple shots before I hear that his gaze is shifted. And I'm trying to be the most economical I can be with the sniper rifle. Whenever I ran out of sniper bullets, I swapped back over to a heavy machine gun. I feel like a heavy machine gun probably is best for your heavy slot. I don't think you're going to want a rocket or a sword. And you can see that even though we didn't get through all of the sacks, he ended up having half his health taken away. So that was a pretty good rotation, and again, that's with 3 people primarily focusing on dealing damage to his belly. We had a 4th person obviously down there, but his main job was to deal with the ads, so I don't know how many shots he was actually doing to the stomach of Golgoroth. So again, with 3 people, you can deal out that much damage. He's got an absolute massive pool of health, obviously. I was dealing 65,000 damage a shot, and it only got him down that low after running through 24 sniper rifle bullets, roughly. After that, it's basically back up to the top and clearing out the ads again. You're basically into cycle 2 of this match, and once we kill the ads, then we can go ahead and decide to shoot the next orb, go down there into the pool, get our massive damage buff, and shoot him in the belly. Right now, it is an ammo recon mission, and I'm pretty full up on ammo, so I feel pretty good about my prospects of dealing a lot of damage to his stomach. Once his gaze is captured, it's time to go back to taking down the orbs. Again, we choose to go with the front left orb. That's down, and in that pool of oozy, gooey goodness, I get my huge damage buff, and it's back to dealing 65,000 plus damage to his belly. Now, as Fogoth loses a lot of health, and I said Fogoth again, I mean Golgoroth. When he loses a lot of health, it's going to change from shooting cursed thralls to taken enemies. When that ends up happening, if you have grenades that deal area of effect damage and sit around like the solar grenades, or I happen to swap over to pulse grenades on my Arc Warlock, those things are probably good to toss around just to kind of give you a little bit of extra space because they can really rush you down, and you'll see that in just a bit. Now we're on our third sack that we've just shot down. Time to reload, and you can see that there are just taken all over the place. I did a little bit of a melee, and I'm shooting him back in the stomach, but I'm making sure to kind of focus out just a little bit because I know that they're taken all over the place, so I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. I don't want to get swarmed, and there they are. There's a few more taken that are in the way, and with them down, it's back to belly time. So I'm dealing out pretty nice damage to Golgoroth's belly. Unfortunately, Hoon died, and that's a really bad thing, because Hoon was one of the two players that was up there capturing Golgoroth's gaze. With that gone, it's open season on Guardians. So it was basically a call out, run away, get up to the top, and you have to really be in communication with your entire team. In this battle, if the two players up top aren't communicating, hey, capture the gaze, capture the gaze, capture the gaze, you're going to be in for a bad situation. You can't be silent. You need people on mics in order to do these call-outs so you can basically know what you're doing, because otherwise it's simply not going to work. I revived Hoon, and we can go ahead and get back into business because we've got all our players alive, and Golgoroth, he is really interested in me. I should just stay up here. I can get his gaze without even having to shoot him once. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm going to be a professional Golgoroth gaze taker or something. Anyway, we have everybody back alive, and it's time to get back down into the pit. We are ready to go. Our last trip down here was cut short. It's time to deal some more damage to Golgoroth's belly. We're absolutely being swarmed by Taken, and again, that's why those area of effect grenades could be pretty useful. You toss them out right there, and it helps to keep the Taken off of you for just a little bit. I'm kind of dealing some damage and walking around. I know that I can't be zoomed in and as focused as I was before with the sniper rifle because of all the Taken around here. But with the lucky Zalo Supercell, I can help in dealing damage to the mobs if that lightning chain bullets ends up proccing. Again, love that Zalo Supercell. We got the next sack down, and we're in here. I can go ahead and deal out some big damage with the heavy machine gun. I feel that that's probably pretty useful right now. I only have a couple bullets in my sniper rifle anyway, and the heavy machine gun should help out in dealing damage with the Taken should I need to do that. We popped the next sack and ran over. Again, it's a good time to go for that every time they call out that they're swapping gaze up top. I pop my super in case I need to deal with more Taken, shooting Golgoroth in the belly, and he is down. You can see that he already dropped some loot for me. As usual, you get a bunch of moldering shards and wormspore. I also got my first piece of raid gear. I didn't get any weapons or armor in the first few stages of the fight, but now I did. I did get something, and it is a pair of boots, the Path of Zal. And it's actually not that much better than the boots that I already had, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it could have been over 300, it could have been nice, and it could have been over 300, but it wasn't. But still, it is a piece of raid gear, so I'll equip it. It's a little bit better than what I have, and we're going to be doing the raid again, you know? We're going to be doing it again. We're going to get more loot, we're going to get more gear, we're going to get more awesomeness. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Golgoroth, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Boots.